Hello friends, welcome to the BSP solution. My name is Sandeep Singh. Today's topic is about that how the FCCS application calculates the number once the ownership change by period to period. So in this example, I'm going to show you that once we change the ownership percentage from the earlier ownership percentage we have assigned, and we have changed the after changing the ownership percentage, the method of consolidation gets changed, and from subsidiary, the equity method of consolidation will be applicable. So let's see how the same number is getting into the application. For understanding purpose, we have built one scenario into Excel. So that will help in understanding from the functional point of view. Then we will look into the application that whether we are getting the same outcome within the application itself or not. So let's move into our example. So this is the scenario what I have created into the Excel. So in this example, the P Limited has taken the acquisition by 80%. And this is the trial balance for both the entity P Limited and K Limited. So P Limited will be the holding company, and this number pertains to the month of January. And in the column D, you can see the consolidated number. So as the P Limited has taken the acquisition by the 80%, so the subsidiary method of consolidation will be applicable, under which we add the assets and liability number of subsidiary with the assets and the liabilities of the parent. So that is what I have done. The investment made by the parent into subsidiary gets eliminated. Any intercompany transaction that took place between the parent and the subsidiary gets eliminated at the consolidated level. The common stock, you will find the common stock of the parent only. The retained earning number is gets calculated, and the minority interest number will be determined because we have taken the ownership by 80%. So the 20% will belong to the minority shareholder. So this is the way where we need to prepare the consolidated balance sheet. So in this example, the goodwill calculation is coming. Goodwill amount is determined. So the investment made by the parent into subsidiary is 70,000, and the net asset of the subsidiary, that is 80,000. We have taken the 80% of 80,000. So this amount is coming 64,000. So this means that we have paid excess 6,000 for the goodwill. So, and another calculation is of retained earning. Parent retained earning is 62,000. Subsidiary retained earning is 45,000, but we will get only the 80%. So if I calculate the 80% of 45,000, this amount is coming 36,000, and the retained earning number is 98,000. Similarly, the minority interest number will get calculated, and the minority number is 20% of the net asset of the uh, subsidiary. This time the net asset will be the combination of the common stock plus retained earning. So if I calculate the 20% of the net assets of S Limited, so this amount will come to 25,000. So this is how the balance sheet is prepared under the subsidiary method of consolidation. So what I did, according to the trial balance, I have inputted those numbers for the parent and subsidiary through the smart view, and after inputting the number, I have run the rule of consolidation. So let's see in the manage ownership how I have defined the ownership percentages. So under the consolidation, if I go into the manage ownership, so you can see that we do have the two entity under the parent XYZ, P Limited and K Limited. This is for period Fab. Let's change into for period Jan. So you see in the first month, the subsidiary method of consolidation is assigned and the ownership percentage is 80%. So This is the ownership for the month of January. I have inputted the number. I have run the rule of consolidation, and I am getting this number into the application. So my total asset is 3,82,000. As per functionally, it is 3,82,000. Similarly, for the liability and equity, it is total liabilities and equity. This is 3,82,000. And let's check into the minority number. Minority falls within the total equity. So within the total equity, you see that minority number is 25,000. What we have calculated similarly in let's check the number for the goodwill. So you can see that goodwill number is 6,000. So this is the scenario for the month of January. In the next month, that is on February, the P Limited has withdrawn the ownership by 40%. So it means that P Limited has the ownership by 40% only. And the method of consolidation, then the method of consolidation will be equity. So this is the trial balance, and the only changes what I did into the month of February. The only transactional number that in the books of K Limited, they have the revenue of 20,000 and cash of 20,000. Similarly, for the parent company, they have the revenue of 30,000 and cash is 50,000. And P Limited, that is parent company, has withdrawn the ownership by 40%. So by withdrawing the acquisition, they received 20,000. So I have inputted the number of 20,000 against the against K Limited. K Limited ICB Partners. So this is the transaction number what I have inputted for the month of Feb. So here the number you can see that this is the equity method of consolidation. So for all the assets and liability, you will find only the number of the parent company. You will see, for example, inventory in the consolidated statement. You will find the uh, number of the parent company. For trade receivable, it is 30,000. So under the equity method of consolidation, we only consider the number of the parent entity only. The investment made by the parent company gets eliminated. So here also the calculation of the goodwill takes place. So let's check into the number. So you can see that how I have calculated the number of goodwill. See, opening goodwill is amount is 6,000. That is what we have calculated in the month of Jan. The investment made by the subsidiary, that is reduced by 20,000. So this amount is coming into negative, and the 40% that what we have withdrawn, if I calculate the net assets of the subsidiary, that is 1,25,000, because we will consider the retained earning of prior month this time. So it is, this amount becomes 1,25,000. So if I calculate the 40% of 1,25,000, this amount will come to 50,000. So our total goodwill is 36,000 is calculated. So this is how the goodwill amount is calculated. The investment in equity company. See, opening investment in the prior month, the investment is 70,000. We have withdrawn the investment by receiving 20,000. So and the subsidiary company has generated the revenue of has generated the revenue of 20,000. What I have inputted is that they have generated the revenue of 20,000. So if I calculated the 40% of 8,000, this amount is 8,000. So you can see that the total investment in equity company is amount at the consolidated level is 58,000. Similarly, calculation for the retained earning, the prior retained earning is 98,000. The parent company has generated the 30,000 retained earning. What we are seeing that earlier we do have the 62,000 retained earning. The current retained earning is 30,000, and the retained earning number of the subsidiary is 20,000. So you can see that I have this is the 20,000 number is the retained earning of the fab month. So if I calculate the 40% of current retained earning, it is 8,000. So this is what we have calculated the retained earning number. So retained earning number is 1,36,000. This time there is no minority calculation because we are considering the equity method of consolidation, because now we do have the ownership by 40% only. So I have inputted those transaction number into the application through the smart view. Now let's check the balance sheet number, what number we are getting into the application. So before getting into the balance sheet, let's look into the ownership, what I have changed in the month of Feb. So in the month of Feb, you can see that I have assigned the ownership by 40%, and the method of consolidation will be equity. So this is the change what I did in the month of Feb. Now let's check into the balance sheet number at the consolidated level. So this is my console entity. So the total asset number, that is 3,81,000. This is what. Similarly, for total liability and equity, it is calculating the 3,81,000. There is no minority interest. You can see that for minority interest, system is calculating the zero amount. The retained earning calculation, what we did is 1,36,000. Similarly, let's check the number of the investment in equity company, that is 58,000. That is what we have calculated the functionally. uh, let's check the number of goodwill. So goodwill, on the goodwill you are getting the 36,000. So the same number we are calculating into calculating by functional point of view. So you can see that all the numbers are coming perfectly fine. The only change what I did into the application is that I have changed the ownership percentages, and I have changed the method of consolidation. That too is not required. If you change the ownership percentage according to the accordingly, the application will assign the method of consolidation to the to the for consolidation purpose. So that's it from my side. In case of any query, please feel free to visit to our website, that is bispsolutions.com. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.